Denim range that has been very, very successful. So we've actually increased the amount of options that we have in here. So we've created some lighter weight options, for example. So this one is a new dance, which is like
8 ounce.
Yes, that's 8.4 ounce, and that also has the texture, because already we've done a lot of business on these twills, and texture is very important.
Okay.
But really, to extend this.
But you're going like what, 40% on 50%?
Pardon?
What kind of stretchability you're going on this?
The elasticity on that. Sorry, hold on a second. It's on the back. New dance. I've taken my glasses off as well now, which is bad. It's about 36, 38%, something like that.
Okay.
But what's interesting is we've taken that concept and we've gone one step further, because what we've actually done is we've come up with products which are high technology sportswear. So this is something that we created for Diesel some time ago. And what we've done is we've taken this concept of dry on. So it's actually a fabric that can be worn if you want for sports, but basically it keeps you dry. It keeps you cool in the summer and keeps you warm in the winter. So it's thermal control, which I think is a very interesting concept. So,
and it's because of the yarn?
Pardon?
It is because of the yarn?
Yes. I can't hear you. It's too loud.
It's too loud.
So I think that's actually very interesting. So that we can put into shirts, for example. This one is called Gobi. This one we can put into shirting. Or maybe like ladies' dresses for the summer, maybe little shorts. I mean, I think I see it in a more performance mode, to be honest with you. And again, the Sahara, you know, it has stretch as well. So I personally would really like a pair of those so that I can go dancing in them, because you get very hot, very hot. So it has a really good, I think comfort is essential. So I think this is a really, really interesting concept. Now, the other thing that we've done is, you know that we're fully sustainable, so we create zero landfill, we make our fabrics from 100% PCI. So with these two particular articles, we're actually focusing on these two with all the information. So we're actually talking about recycling for the first time. This is a concept, it's called the 3 R's, you know that? Yeah. So this approach is using less water, so that's consuming 80% less water in the production. We use renewable energy anyway. We're actually using less virgin material because we're recycling, and we're recycling, as you know, until there's nothing left. And from the pulp that is left, what we do is then we make them into briquettes, and that fuels the boilers. So it's an excellent story. So we're using less energy in the making of the fabric. We're reusing the water already anyway, but even so we're using 80% less. We've got BCI cotton, and I think basically this is very, very good because we're using less transport, because we're using the local shells to fuel the boilers, etc., etc. I'm eating my hair. I sucked in and my hair went in. So it's a very, very good story.
Okay, so this is one is recyclable, okay, recycle.
Yes.
Second one you showed me is athleisure or the...
It's athleisure, but then we've got the high tech as well.
Okay, high tech is...
So it's kind of taking it a step further.
Okay, only 3 I need, 3 maximum 4.
Huh?
3 concepts or 4 maximum?
No. I'm just, those I think are the 3 most important ones.
Yeah.
Obviously, we extend every range. So,
no, it's
for
okay.
example, in the shirting, you know the wash effects where you have the, there was a lot of square patches where you remove, and then you have different wash tones. So this product, you can't see here, but actually it's woven in. So you get like a patch effect.
After washing. I got it. After washing, yeah.
It looks really, really nice. And checks and textures is one of the key things that is in the prediction areas at the feasible show. So we've got a lot of these kind of articles, stripes and checks, and the check effects, and herringbones. The other thing that I see in the trend area was this kind of linen look, which we've got in the denim. That's 100% cotton, but it has a kind of a linen feel to it, so that's quite nice too. That's the shirting collection. Essential and true denim. So we've made sure that we have enough garments, enough fabrics which have enough character in them to apply to this vintage theme. But not only do we have rigids with the vintage theme, we also introduce some stretches. They're not in this book, so I can't actually show you them, but that's really, really important for menswear because some of the menswear fabrics that we had, maybe they were a bit on the light side. So it was important that we got the character and the stretch in the right fabrics.
That completes it.